Hello everyone! Welcome to SirJMathWorld. So this is the math support for the students. So meron na naman tayong panibagong topic na ating i-discuss ngayong oras na to. At ang topic na to ay tungkol sa graphs of sine, cosine, tangent, and tangent function. So before we proceed sa ating discussion, huwag kalimutan na mag-subscribe sa aking channel para updated ka sa mga lessons na aking ina-upload. So let's start! So, meron tayo dito, we have here y is equal to a sine bx and y is equal to a cosine bx. So, meron tayo, we have here the finding or graphing the sine and the cosine. So, as you notice, meron tayo dito mga a. Yan. So, pareha silang may a and a. So, this a is stands for the amplitude. So, kapag sinabi nating amplitude, ito yung taas at kung gaano kataas at gaano kababa yung ating graph. So, meron tayong minimum value at saka maximum value. So, yung minimum, ito yung ating gaano kababa, yung sa y-axis. Tapos, yung maximum is gaano kataas from the y-axis also. So, ito yung negative y, ito yung positive y. Then, also, meron silang b. So, that stands for yung b naman ay ginagamit para sa period. So, yung period natin is may formula na 2 pi over b. So, ayan yun. So, dyan siya gagamitin. So, which is yung period ay gagamitin naman para... So, let's have the example on how to graph. So, we have here, sketch the graph of y is equal to 2 sine x. So, in this case, the solution natin is determine the amplitude, maximum value, minimum value, and period of functions or function. So, in the amplitude is equal to 2 kasi yung 2 natin is galing dito, which is yung constant before the sign. That is considered as the letter A. Ito yung ating letter A. Then, since ito yung 2 natin, magkakaroon tayo dito ng minimum value or maximum value, which is 2. Positive and minimum value which is negative 2 kasi ito yung positive y, ito yung negative y. The next is the period which is equal to 2 pi over b. Yung b natin is this substitute magkakaroon ng 2 pi over 1 kasi yung kinuha siya dito. Kasi yung x natin ay may kasamang invisible 1. So, kaya meron tayo ditong 2 pi over 1. So, simplifying, magkakaroon tayo dito ng 2 pi only. Then, itong 2 pi na to, ito yung gagamitin natin sa pagkuha ng interval. So, divide the period into 4 intervals. So, yung period natin is 2 pi. So, therefore, yung first interval natin is 1 over 4 multiplied by 2 pi. So, 2 and 4 cancel. So, magkakaroon tayo ng pi over 2 as the simplified answer. Second interval is 1/2 times 2 pi. So, simplified answer will be pi only kasi cancel na yung dalawang 2. Third interval is 3 pi times 2 pi or 3 over 4 times 2 pi. So, magkakaroon tayo ng sagot dito na 3 pi over 2 as the simplified answer. Then, fourth interval is 1. So, 2 pi. So, 1 times 2 pi is equal to 2 pi. So, nagsisimula tayo pag 4 intervals, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and 1. So, in this case, magkakaroon tayo dito, since ito yung ating pi over 2, ito yung ating magiging x-axis, yung pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. So, ito yon. So, ito yung ating first interval, second interval, third interval, at saka fourth interval. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng boundaries. So, lagyan natin siya ng broken line. So, sa first interval, second interval, ganun din. Tapos, third and fourth. Then, after that is, i-graph na natin siya. So, yung y is equal to 2 sine x. Ang magiging graph niya is ito. So, kapag sine, magsisimula siya sa 0. So, since ito yung first interval natin o yung first boundaries natin, kailangan natin siya daanan. So, pataas. Simula sa 0, tataas siya. Tapos, bababa siya doon sa second. So, magtatouch siya dito. Tapos, diretso siya dito sa dulo or sa baba, which is the negative 2. Tapos, tataas ulit siya. Dadaanan niya yung fourth interval, then ganun ulit. that is continuous na ganun yung magiging pattern. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng positive 2 as the highest. Hindi siya tataas sa positive 2. So, hindi siya magiging mapupunta yung itong pinaka-highest point dito. Hindi siya mapupunta doon sa positive 3 kasi ang ating maximum value is just only positive 2. Doon naman sa baba, hindi ito bababa ng negative 3 kasi meron tayo dito, the minimum value is negative 2 only. Next is sketch the graph of y is equal to 3 cosine 2x. So, solution, determine the amplitude, maximum value, minimum value, and period of a function. So, the amplitude is the letter A, which is stands here. So, this is A cosine bx. So, the original formula. Since this is 3, magkakaroon tayo ng maximum value which is equal to 3 and the minimum value which is equal to negative 3. So, positive y, negative y. Then, period is 2 pi over b. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng 2 pi over 2. So, saan galing yung 2? Doon, which is the letter b dito, bx. So, simplifying, cancel tong dalawang 2. So, magkakaroon lang tayo ng pi. Then, after that is we have to divide the period into 4 intervals only again. So, this is 1/4 times pi kasi yung value ng period natin ay pi. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng pi over 4. Then, second interval is 1/2. Kaya magkakaroon tayo dito ng pi over 2. Then, 3/4 times pi. This will be 3 pi over 4 and 1 times pi is equal to pi. Then, kapag dinarap natin siya, ito yung ating x-axis. So, ito at saka ito are the same. Ito, tapos 3 pi 4 over 4 and pi. So, gawa tayo ng boundaries. So, this is the first interval, second, third, and fourth. Then, after nyan, yung graph naman ng cosine, so 3 cosine 2x to, ang cosine ay nagsisimula lagi siya sa taas, sa maximum value. So, yung kanina, yung sine, nagsisimula siya sa 0. So, kapag cosine, nagsisimula siya sa taas. Meron tayo dito, the maximum value is the 3 and the minimum value dito is negative 3. So, ito yung first interval natin. Ito yung pi over 4. Ito yung pi over 2. Ito yung 3 pi over 4. And ito yung pi. So, simula dito, pababa siya. Daanan niya yung first interval. Tapos, second interval. Tapos, yung third interval. Tsaka yung fourth interval. And continue lang yung pattern. So, this will be the graph of the cosine, which is the 3 cosine 2x. Next is sketch the graph of y is equal to 2 sine 1/2. Then, the open and close parenthesis x minus pi over 2. So, kapag positive is move to the right. Kapag negative is move to the right. Kapag positive is move to the left. So, ganun yung mangyayari dyan. So, meron pa rin tayo dito. Ito yung A natin. Ito yung magiging letter B. So, solution, amplitude is equal to A, which is equal to 2. So, yun yung A. So, since yung ating amplitude is 2, we have the maximum value of 2 and the minimum value of negative 2. Then, period is 2 pi over B. So, yung B natin is yung 1/2. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 2 pi divided by 1/2. So, this will be equal to 4 over pi. Then, we have to divide the period into 4 intervals again. So, yung value ng intervals natin kanina is pi over 4. So, therefore, magkakaroon tayo dito ng 1/4 times 4 pi. So, this will be pi. Tapos, 1/2 times 4 is 2 pi. Then, 3 over 4 times pi. 4 pi is 3 pi. So, kasi cancel tong 4. So, magkakaroon na tayo ng 3 pi. Then, after that is the fourth interval is 1 times 4 pi is equal to 4 pi. Then, ito yung first interval natin. So, in the regular, this will be the graph of sine. So, since yung given natin ay may kasama siya na pi over 2 where c is greater than to 0, so we have to move the graph pi over 2 units to the right. So, in this case, magkakaroon tayo dito ng, mag-move daw tayo ng pi over 2. So, hindi tayo magsisimula sa 0. Although, yung original given natin, kung i-graph natin siya in the original form, magsisimula yung graph natin sa 0. So, since this is, we're talking about for the sine. So, since may kasama siyang pi over 2, mag-move tayo ng pi over 2 pa kanan. So, simula sa 0, mag-move tayo ng kalahati. Tapos, simula dito sa pi over 4, move tayo ng kalahati ulit. Then, simula dito sa 2 pi, kalahati ulit. Then, dito sa 3 pi is kalahati ulit. Then, dito sa 4 pi, mag-move ulit tayo ng kalahati. So, it's invisible na lang na meron dito. So, pero, dapat talaga is meron dito. Para makita natin yung graph na maayos. So, since this is just only 4 intervals yung nagawa ko, ang magyayari dito is, instead na dito siya magsisimula, dito dapat siya magsisimula. Kasi nag-move tayo ng pi over 2 pa kanan. So, ang mangyayari dyan is ganito. So from pi over 2, so simula dito, magja-jump siya dito since this will be the starting. Since yung ating given is 2 sine 1/2 x minus pi over 2. So, magsisimula siya dito sa pi over 2. Dadaan siya doon sa first interval. Ito na yung magiging first interval kasi from pi, nag-move siya dito ng kalahati. So, first interval. Tapos, ito na yung second interval. Tapos, ito na yung third. Tapos, fourth. So, as I said, simula dito sa 4, magdadagdag pa tayo ng isa as consider as the fourth interval. So, simula dito, simula dito, dadaan siya sa first, ito yung magiging second, tapos ito yung magiging third, tapos ito yung magiging fourth, tapos ulit-ulit, pag ganun ulit. So, yung ating amplitude is positive 2 at saka yung amplitude is the maximum is positive 2 and the minimum is negative 2. So, ito yung magiging graph natin kapag ang given natin ay yung x natin dito is may kasamang value na. Pero kung wala tong kasamang value, ganito yung magiging graph niya. Next is the sketch the graph of y is equal to 3 cos, then open close parenthesis, x plus pi over 2. So, plus to, since positive to, mag-move tayo papunta sa kaliwa. So, move to the left. So, determine the amplitude, maximum value, minimum value, and period of y is equal to 3 cosine x. So, amplitude is equal to 3 kasi from here, ito yon amplitude. So, this will be positive. So, maximum is positive. Then, minimum is equal to negative. So, ito siya. Ito, at saka ito. Then, period is 2 pi over b. So, is equal to 2 pi pi over 1. So, kasi may invisible 1 dito. Cosine invisible 1. So, that is the b. Kaya magkakaroon dito tayo ng 2 pi. Then, interval. So, 1/4 times 2, that is pi over 2. 1/2 times 2 pi, this will be pi. Then 3/4 times 2 pi is 3 pi over 2, and pi times 2 pi is 2 pi. So, this will be pi over 2. Ito yung pi. Ito yung 3 pi over 2. Ito yung 2 pi. So, since we have to move to the left, kasi ito ay positive, move to the left tayo. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng ang move natin is isang pi. So, kaya, simula dito, mamumove tayo papunta sa left. Yan. So, supposed to be dito siya magsisimula. Kasi cosine siya. Since meron tayong plus pi, So, ibig sabihin, from here, meron tayong dalawang interval. So, that's why magmi-mirror tayo dito sa kaliwa ng dalawa din. So, kaya ito ay magiging dalawa din. So, dito tayo magi-start. So, in graphing. Instead of dito. Kasi meron tayong x plus pi. So, since we have the negative pi and c is less than to 0, move the graph pi units to the left. So, ito yung sinasabi ko, x plus pi. So, from here, move tayo pakaliwa ng dalawang interval. Kasi ito ay simula dito sa 0 hanggang dito ay may dalawa kang interval. So, symmetrical or dapat i-mirror mo siya dun sa kaliwa. Kaya magkakaroon ka dito ng dalawang interval din. So from here, ito yung dito tayo mag-start. So, from the maximum, dadaan siya sa first interval. Ito yung second interval, third interval, and fourth interval. So, instead na ito, ang magiging graph natin, or instead na dito, move tayo ng pakaliwa. Ito na yung magiging graph niya. Kasi may x plus pi. Next is for the tangent. So, sketch the graph of y is equal to 3 tan 2x. So, we have to determine the period of the function and its asymptote. So, yung solution dito for the tangent is not the same doon sa sine and cosine, which is kukunin natin yung kanyang period na may formula na 2 pi over b. Dito naman is ang kanyang period ay may formula na pi over b. So, yung ating given is this will be considered as also your a. Yung 3x natin is a. Tapos itong tan 2x, ito yung letter b pa rin. That's why meron tayo dito pi over b is equal to pi over 2 kasi yung 2 is galing dito. And asymptote, kapag sinabi nating asymptote, ito yung naghahati sa graph symmetrically. Kung ano yung meron sa kanan, dapat meron din siya sa kaliwa. Nahahati siya sa equally. So, in the asymptote, meron tayong pi over 2b. That's equal to pi, then the value of our letter b is galing ulit dito, which is ito talaga yung b. Kaya magkakaroon ng 2 times 2, this will be pi over 4. Then, kapag ginarap natin siya, sabi dyan, the period is equal to pi over 2. So, from 0 hanggang doon sa pi over 2. Then, mahahati daw siya mahahati yung graph natin sa pi over 4. So, this will be the pi over 4 or the boundaries or the asymptote x is equal to pi over 4. Then, yung graph niya is isang pataas at isang pababa. This will be the graph of the tangent. So, isang pataas at saka isang pababa. So, etong pataas na to, arrow na to, is hindi siya magta-touch dito sa line na to. And also this, hindi siya magta-touch dito sa line na to. Although, it will be closer and closer, pero hindi siya magta-touch kasi this whole line is a asymptote. So, from 0 to this line, this will be considered as a 1 over 4 or pi over 4. And from here, ang sukat niya is from here up to here is pi over 4. So, pag pinag-add natin yung dalawa na to, 1/4 plus 1/4, this will be considered as a 1/2. Kaya, from 0 to pi over 2, pag hinati mo siya sa dalawa, this will be a 1/4 as the asymptote. So, yan lang yung ating topic sa pag-graph ng sine, cosine, and tangent. Hopefully na may natutunan kayo.